I'd like to start off letting everyone know that I'm a big Halo fan. I've been playing since Halo Combat Evolve on the original Xbox back in late 2001. For me, the game spawned endless amounts of LAN parties in school as well as with friends and family. To this day, I still go to people's houses, and Halo is one of those games that we can all casually play together and have a good time. Well, this is a review, so it's time to get into the core of the video. Let's begin this review with the audio in the collection. Halo has always been known for exceptionally epic music that ties into the emotion of the current scene in the game. There's also the multiple real-life music samples that are used in games such as the Breaking Benjamin song in the original version of Halo 2. Then there's the weapon sounds, which sound great in all the games, but more specifically Halo 2 Anniversary. With Halo 1 Anniversary, they redid the visual aspect of things and allowed you to switch between the old version of the game and the newer updated graphical version of the game. But with Halo 2 Anniversary, they took it one step further, and when you switch between new and old versions of the game, the audio also changes with it. So you have the old gun sounds, music, and character audio, and at the touch of a button you have the newer modern versions, which are all tuned up and beefier sounding, giving the game a more serious tone than before. The audio in games is an underrated part of gaming in my opinion, and Halo proves why it can be considered one of the most important parts of a game.
Location.
Yes.
The graphics. What do I need to say? It's an Xbox exclusive game created by the people who make the Xbox One itself. They know the hardware better than anyone else, and it shows in every game in the collection. Even Halo 3 and 4, which weren't remastered, still look excellent with the addition of an updated resolution of 1080p and 60 frames per second. But what looks even better is Halo 1 and 2, which are both remastered anniversary editions, and they both look drop dead gorgeous with the updated resolution and whatnot. Halo 2 Anniversary is the star here though, as it was created for Xbox One and not ported like the other three games, and takes advantage of the power of the new Xbox. This is one area where Halo games have always shined, and this collection is no slouch. Moving on to the story mode in the game, it took me more than a week with a few hours a day to complete all 4 of the Halo titles. I mean, you really get your money's worth with this game. They even added campaign level playlists allowing you to easily play all the tank levels or flying levels, for example, with friends online. There's an insane amount of cinematic that you sit through as well, probably adding up to the length of multiple feature-length films, and the story is a good one for sci-fi fans. You can also jump online and play through the entire story with multiple friends. Halo 1 and 2 let you join up with one other player online for the campaign mode, and Halo 3 and 4 allow for up to 4 players to play through the story mode together. 4 players blasting aliens to hell is just an insane amount of fun, especially when you add the score counter, bringing in a level of friendly cooperative competition to the mix. Even with some issues in the game, the 4 games campaign modes are worth the $60 asking price alone. I must add that the single player had a few issues, such as weapons and characters clipping in and out of the level, making a weird clattering sound, disappearing objects, and occasional game crashes. I couldn't even beat the 8th level in Halo 2 until the second update came out, as the game would crash at a certain area of the level every time I tried to beat it. Then I would restart my Xbox One and my progress of that level was completely gone, so I'd have to start from the beginning each time. Beyond that, the single player was fun as it always was, and is enjoyable for anyone casual or hardcore. Multiplayer is, well, kind of broken. Since launch, players have had to deal with all kinds of issues, majority involving multiplayer, such as the game locking up at random times, losing connection to an in-game party, freezing the whole Xbox, not being able to find a match, and unbalanced teams among other things. On the good side of things, the 3rd update has been released already, with a 4th update coming next week, and the game is now playable. Teams are balanced most of the time, and the shots you fire in the game hit their target all the time now, and the lag in the game seems to have disappeared as well. Looking past the list of problems and aggravation, the game is good old school Halo that everybody knows and loves. It's the slower paced Quake and Unreal Tournament style gameplay in smaller arena levels for the most part, which encourages the competitive atmosphere of some of the best FPS players around, which is what we as diehard fans of Halo have missed for far too long. There's a laundry list of playlists that span multiple Halo games, meaning one game you're playing Halo 2 and next you're playing Halo 4. It changes things up drastically beyond what a single map change in a single game could ever do, keeping it fresh for longtime fans and newcomers alike. If you need a new competitive shooter, this is your game. The other features regarding multiplayer in the game are Forge, custom games, and theater mode. In Forge, you can modify maps from Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3, and Halo 4, creating some entirely new feeling maps or new experiences altogether. This allows you to create the maps along with custom game types to create the gameplay experience you want. You can even create floating areas in the level in the sky if you so choose. Then there's custom games allowing you to invite your friends to play your creations, practice for Halo tournaments, or just have some casual fun in some wacky user-created maps that the party shares with the host of the game. And after you play these matches, you can check out the theater mode and save any clips or videos, or even take screenshots that you want to keep and put on your profile to share with your friends in-game. The customization level between the three features gives anybody with a creative mind the ability to go balls to the wall and make something revolutionary that others didn't even think was possible in a Halo game. To conclude everything, if someone asked me if the game was worth buying, I would say yes. Worth buying an Xbox One for? Now that is debatable, as I would never buy a console for just one game myself. But when it comes to the Xbox One, this is the game to buy right now. The campaign is long, spanning 4 full games, the multiplayer is competitive and diverse, the audio is something special, and the game as a whole is something that you will be playing for a while, as there's plenty to keep you coming back for more. Unfortunately, the game is not all positive, as the multiplayer issues still persist to a certain extent, the game crashes often, and overall the game is lacking new content besides things such as the silenced SMG and Gun Goose. With everything being said, and taking into account the issues in the game, I have to give Halo the Master Chief Collection an 8 out of 10. Thanks as always for watching. Please click that like button if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to never stop gaming.
Let's go.